let's hide that so you can see my face. There I am. Yay! Oops, I forgot my party hat. Hooray! 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 Whoa! Why is that not plugged in? Uh-oh. Oh, it was double voice me. Max is here. It's a party. Come on up, my friend. That's right. It's time for Fri-YAY in your face. And look, Brian has joined the party. Hello, my co-author, Brian. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
And Lonnie Ray. Hooray, Lonnie Ray. It's a party, Max. It's a party.
Wherever you are is a party. Brian, so good to see you. Thank you for coming on. Yes, thank you.
No problem.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Wow, I was in a coaching call with someone. I just kind of wiped some dried tears out of my eyes and doing some deep work, and it was incredible. Thank you, Holly. But I looked down and I was like, oh, I've got to go live. Wow. And here I am. I made it. So that's a win. Today's Fri-YAY is all about celebrating wins, weekly wins, your achievements, your accomplishments, shouting out others, connections, or other fabulous folks that you see doing fabulous work, and announcements for upcoming things such as, drum roll please, Volume 5 of the anthology series kicking off today. Yay!
Yes. Last one for the year. Last chance to make it, and we're gonna do it. And you're 3 times in, Wendy. Rock star. Yeah, girl. Way to go. Yeah. There you go. You know, Brian's been kicking ass and taking names very quietly over in the background since we launched him and our book.
Yeah. Got those fish scales flopping.
Well, trying to get some people coming out and buying the book and spreading the word.
Well, you got some really good testimonials straight out of the gate, right as soon as we launched, and your story has had impact. And I'm, shouting you out for taking the time out, because I know you're a busy guy, and your cottage industry is just going boom right now for the season. But you made time and you did it, and you're changing lives already.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, Mama.
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. I've been wanting to join you guys more, but I had to keep everybody happy.
Yeah, I so appreciate that you popped out of your busy schedule today. Thank you. It's good to see you. I think it's been a month. Yeah.
What time are you starting the other book?
Are
you starting that today?
5 o'clock. Yeah.
Oh man.
A couple hours, an hour and a half. Is that?
Yeah.
Are you all booked up with?
I am
all your writers?
So excited with who is on board. Oh my goodness. Aside
Some
from Wendy,
my co-authors from Volume 3.
Yep, Michelle is coming back, and Lisa Mari is also joining us. What a story she has. Woof. Wow. And then
what book is that?
So
Volume 3?
For 5, what we're doing tonight.
Okay.
People for tonight, yeah.
Right, no, but I meant the authors. You have a couple coming back
from Volume 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 3 and Wendy was in 4, so she's just hanging out.
4, 5.
Yeah. And then we have Chef Sean Monroe and his epic life. As we both share the culinary arts field, he has gone large and really lived a big life as far as being a chef goes. But he had a shakeup during the whole COVID thing, and he's going to write about that. We have Rob. Rob, I wish I knew how to say your last name. Profanchik. I'm gonna say that. Rob is an incredible man, all soft and just wonderful guy, super strong. Don't get me wrong. Okay, this guy, he's he's got a story to tell about being in recovery and how what everybody's rock bottom is different. It's a very, very good lesson. And then we have Mario Beques, and I'm so excited about Mario. Mario's an amazing, amazing man. He's he's got, he certainly grew up a hard way. I can't imagine being 9 and getting kicked out of the house on Christmas Eve by your parents, but he's lived to tell about it. Yep. And he has a YouTube channel. If you ever want to feel good, watch Mario. Really, he does fantastic Criminal Minds shows. He's also been a PI for a long time.
Guinness World Records holder?
Guinness record holder for the longest podcast ever held. I don't know how many hundreds of hours. I forgot. But yeah, Guinness record holder. Oh, and he also just competed in wrestling at 50.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, he went in for the championships doing that. But boy, he spruces up good, wears some French cuffs, puts it on, and he's, Mario all world. And he wants to talk about things as far as freedom goes and fighting for our freedom and what it was like as a real soldier who knew what it was like to fight. And then also as an Australian and what's going on in the last few years. And so I'm really happy that he's telling this story. So very excited to have every one of them to share their moments. It's funny. I was kind of surprised. One of our co-authors said, well, people think they don't have a story. And I'm like, maybe we should just call it an article. You just write an article. It's not a chapter. Don't worry about it. It's just an article. And it was an epiphany, an aha, something that occurred to you, a pivot maybe that happened for you over the last 5 years. Surely you've had one of those.
Right.
Right.
So
yeah. You wouldn't scare them as much.
I think that's the way to put it.
Some people get like, whoa, shocked.
Yeah,
it's not that big of. It's not that big of a deal. You put your mind to it, you can do it.
It's amazing what you can do when you don't know you can't, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. I think reframing it as it is just an article is going to help. And I'm going to do more of an issues kind of thing. Over the last few years, I've seen a number of incidences here in this complex where other people's uh-ohs caused, say, a 10-alarm fire, and how people became homeless instantly, and how I watched them shivering out in the cold in their PJs and no socks, no shoes, nothing. They just bolted. They were instantly homeless because of an accident that happened. And so I'm writing a chapter on how to prepare. Don't be scared, be prepared. That's been my message in 2 out of the 3 volumes, or 2 out of 4 so far. So I've got this cool list of things that people can do to have a go bag and be ready at a moment's notice. So it's all about preparation for me, so that you can have peace of mind. Because I watched one guy, we had a fire alarm here in this building. Thankfully, it wasn't the one that caught fire, right? And everybody's all up, they're freaking out. And he just walks real calmly with his suitcase, a little suitcase, and his dog in the other hand. And he just strode out the building. I said, Norman, what was that about? A couple days later, he says, I lost everything in a fire 10 years ago. I know to have a bag ready. So I nicknamed him Stormin' Norman because he just had that military quality about him. But he was so calm. And that's what I hope people will take away from this is if you know what's going on, hey, that's a bonus. You won't get taken by surprise. And if you can just plan accordingly, hey, let it rain, right? You got an umbrella. So Rattled Awake is just a plethora of stories of people in their aha moments and their pivots. And sometimes it's an issue, whether it's freedom or food or, like you, Wendy, you coming up with just really logical, sensible life skills things to share with people.
No, there's all kinds of opportunities to be rattled awake if you're not buried in your device, learning how to judge faster and feel like less, walking into walls and other people.
Right. Yeah.
Let's connect.
Yeah. Right. So Brian had an idea for the books, and I hope he does it. He was going to put one in every customer's order. And, you know,
Yeah, I'm gonna still. I
he's
plan
a,
on ordering a bunch, so
he's a little
I'm
marketer.
gonna
Don't
do
be
that.
fooled. He has a lot of influence. I was amazed at how many more hits came on my website when Brian said, "Hey, I did this," and people were like, "Really? Oh." You know, I was amazed. I appreciate all your help, but you know, getting those stories out there is what it's all about.
I love
Because
how it's spreading across all kinds of different worlds. Hi, Rob. Welcome. It's
Rob,
not just, people working on their business, or it's not just in this, it's all over, all kinds of people with all kinds of different experiences, sharing all kinds of insights and inspiration. I love it. Obviously, I love it. I'm coming back for the third time.
right? Exactly. I'm trying to get Leanna on here. Excuse me for a second. And Rob, you should be on camera with us right now, yo.
Yeah,
Rob,
Chrome's the best browser. Sometimes you have to try again. People always have all kinds of issues, complications, difficulties.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Use Chrome.
I didn't think about that.
Yep.
Yeah,
A lot of
Oh,
them other browsers,
Yeah,
it's
I've
they're a
encountered this with
pain.
others before. That's why. So,
Good
I
point. Good point.
oh,
yes.
okay. All right. Well, Rob, I was hoping you would step in the back door.
And the back door. Let me see if there's any messages.
Yeah, he just got off of work, so we're hoping he'll come on. Come on, brother. Come on now.
Right when we finish this up, I'm going to go shove some food down my gullet and get dressed for work so that we can have our meet and greet for the new volume, and then I'll dash off to work. And I'm just so excited, and I'm so excited how it spurred a whole list of other chapters for me to assemble in my own little collection of articles or chapters or stories, whatever you want to call them. It's like these little snippets of messages with meaning and motivation and just insights about this wild ride we're all on, this thing called life, right?
Amen. You know, Tanya's chapter had a number of things having to do with taking care of your health so you don't overwork and find balance. She also mentioned very, very sort of offside about how a doctor didn't quite get it right. And a gal shared that chapter, no, that paragraph. That's what this means. That's Italian for paragraph. She shared a paragraph with another woman, and it changed her life.
Wow.
Because now this woman knew, hey, you know what, you might want to back off on trusting somebody just because they're wearing a white lab coat and take back authority over your life. So yeah, the reach is amazing. Hey Brian, I was just curious. You've had a unique experience here in that you're a cottage industry, and you're flooded with orders and in a flurry. But you managed to take the time to do this. Do you have any other encouraging words for people that are just like, I don't know. I'm busy.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to want to do it. You just have to want to do it.
Yeah.
There she is.
Hey, Leanna.
Here I am.
Hey, gorgeous.
I have to say, if the excuse is you're busy, then that's all the more reason to jump in on this, because it's so condensed and you make it so easy in just one weekend that, yeah, I'm busy too, but
That's
you
a
can
great
come together,
point.
focus, and it's done and it's out there. Hi, Leanna.
Yeah, it's worth the effort. It's worth that effort to put the push out there. Just make room, get it done, and then you can reap the rewards.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. Now that sums it up pretty well. I
For
do
the
remember.
effort that you put in for a couple 3 days, it's worth it to make that time.
Hire that man.
There you go. So what was your experience like, Leanna? I don't think I've ever gotten to hear your story yet.
No, it was a wonderful experience. I've just had a lot of problems. I have multiple sclerosis and setback after setback, and it was just this year, not this year, 2019 I had surgery, and you have to read about it, but it's on my website to interview, and it's totally a God thing that's handed to us. It's just great. So, Rattled awake and telling my story, and it's all good stuff. But I tell people it's kind of therapeutic to do this too.
That was my next question, was like, how did the experience
Yeah.
of the collaborative writing workshop resonate, or you know, because it's been a little longer since yours, because you were what, volume 1?
Way back
Yeah,
in September.
and that's
Yeah, I know.
No,
I'm
that's a
sorry,
good point. You know, therapeutic.
therapeutic,
You
totally.
know, yeah.
It just made me realize how far I've come, because you don't think of that when you're in a bad mood or whatever.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. And putting it down, and kind of like sifting through it is definitely therapeutic, and looking at the different angles, and then having some feedback, so it's not quite
For
as
sure.
scary to put it out there. It's still
Right.
scary, but
Is it really? Is it genuinely scary?
I don't know if it's scary. It was just I didn't know what to say or how I wanted to say it. So thank you,
That's where I
Lonnie.
come in.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
don't
the
worry
line.
about
Yeah.
that. Shoot, that part's easy.
yeah.
You know?
Well, I
Yeah.
think that's something that, you know, maybe you stress to people. They're not sure. They say, well, that's where I come in. That's what I'm for. You lean on me when you're not sure as far as how to put the words together. Because
Yep.
there's some angles when I was first starting, and you put them all at ease real quick. And how about this and how about that, or start this or start that, and you know, it made it a lot easier.
Thanks for saying that,
Yeah.
Brian. Yeah, a lot of people get stuck getting started. And
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the hardest part. The
Yeah.
hardest part is the start. You know, and that's another thing. People might think, well, I don't know, I'm too busy. I'm not sure how to do it. They might get stuck at that blank screen, you know. And that's where you come in.
and
But that's
Leanna,
just, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. That's what I was going to pick up on. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that too when I've convinced Brian and a couple other people to do this. It's just you help a lot. It's an amazing experience. It's like I said, therapeutic. It's good for me, good for you. Get your story out there.
Yeah, and it can change things in ways you don't even know yet. How do we get most of our learning in life anyway? It's from somebody else's wisdom. And
Uh-huh.
so, you know, somebody needs what you have to say out there. And it can be the simplest thing. It can be just nothing to you, but it's everything to them.
I stubbed my toe, and I was rattled away because I was like, I've got to stop living like this now. It made me realize it, and I'm just making this up as I go, but
You are,
you know,
aren't you?
it could be something that's simple. Like I stubbed my toe and I realized that, you know, there's too much clutter around my house, and that, you know, life had to change, and suddenly my entire life turned around, and now I blah, 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 blah. Who knows? But you know, that could be somebody's story.
Well, yeah, there's a catalyst, you know, waiting around every corner pretty much in life now.
Sometimes literally.
Yeah. 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 So yeah. Other wins this week, I wanted to say that I got to be on Mario's podcast, and oh my God, it was so much fun. My face hurt from smiling the whole time. And he's often interviewing some rather serious topics, but man, he has a nice set of teeth because he was smiling the whole time too. And we just had a blast. And he's such a gentleman's gentleman. And I can't wait for the show to come out. What a blessing. And this is the thing about this book. Okay. The people that we end up meeting as a result, Leanna has referred people over. Brian has sent people over too, and then Michelle, Lisa sent Michelle, and Michelle sent Mario, and Mario's in the book now. I mean, that's just how it's been going, and it's just beautiful people showing up. I'm just thrilled to see what's going on for the authors, though, the successes that they're having. Gene Petrino's out there doing big things with his, all these active shooter things. It's just how it's been going. Oh, hey, Rob.
Hi, Rob. Oh, and video too. Yay! It's a party.
Hi, Leanna.
Hi there.
How are you?
Good. Good to see you. How are you?
Good. How's everyone else?
Outstanding.
Excellent.
Outstanding.
Yeah,
Happy
I was
New
on
Year.
mobile. I couldn't do mobile, the camera, so I was like, I got here as fast as I could so I can get on my my laptop to join you guys briefly.
I'm
Oh, I
on mobile,
appreciate
and that's
that.
why it looks funny.
What's that?
Well, I'm on mobile. I had a hard time getting in, but that's why I'm vertical here. But
Well,
I'm here.
I was driving and I was trying to get on mobile. I don't think that was a good idea, so
No.
I just waited till I got home and got on my computer.
Okay,
thinking.
yeah. I'm so glad you made it, Rob. So Rob's a total rattled awake virgin, has no idea what he's in for.
But I know I'm in good hands. And Leanna, I just want to thank you so much for recommending me
You're
and
welcome.
everything up until this point. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, big time, big time. Thank you, Leanna.
Yeah.
Be good
Yeah.
for you.
If you have faith in me, then I have faith in myself.
Well, that's right.
Right on.
Aw.
Love
And
it.
that
We're all
all,
here
that
to
all
uplift one
started
another.
because right. And and Rob's out there doing positive posts, and Leanna's like, this guy's doing positive posts. This guy seems to have a good mindset. He might like to do this.
He's
That's how that
awesome.
got started.
Rob, you bring smiles to everybody's face every day. It's wonderful.
I try. I appreciate it. I mean, you guys are so welcoming. You guys are so supportive. It's like I've been doing this for over 2 years, and I was going to say fan base. No, not fan base. My friend base is so huge, and people always tell me, you, Leanne, and other people, they look forward to it, and that's what the whole meaning behind what I do. It's not just throwing something up on the internet and saying, oh, look, how many likes am I going to get? I honestly don't worry about the likes. Well, the likes, but I worry about what it affects people, how it hits them, if it's going to brighten their day, if it's going to motivate them that day. Because I only post stuff on LinkedIn that I have like a whole cache full of memes and quotes, but I go through them every morning before I go to work. And it's like, I post the one that like hits me that morning, like something that motivates me, something that gives me positivity. And I'm like, this is the one I'm going to share with everybody. So thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Wait till they hear your story, Rob.
I'm ready.
That's good.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
I
a
mean,
great story.
like I had told you, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but like I'm in the AA program and I've only done it twice. People ask you to stand up in front of them to tell your story, how, what it was like before, what it was like during, and what it was like afterwards. And this is no different. This is the same thing of getting up in front of people and just telling my story. And instead of a group of people, it's whoever wants to read it. So I'm very willing to do this, and thank you for allowing me.
Are you kidding? It's an honor to have you. And when it is. And when someone's been through that much and then can turn around and say with the flashlight, hey, look, this is what it looks like. Here, let me put that on your path. Hold on, you'll be all right.
Right.
and right? Come on, that's what it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's what we're here for. You've lived to tell about it. All of us have.
Yeah.
Right.
All of us have been through a lot.
and amazingly still here. Still
Still
kicking.
smiling. Still fogging a mirror.
Laughter
It's
is
like
good
every-
medicine.
And it's like every single one of you, it's like we're still here and we can all smile.
Right.
That's the gift that we have today, is we can all smile now.
And smiling is the good kind of contagious.
Yes.
That's right. Spread that love.
Oh my God.
Oh, it is wonderful. I'm super excited to be putting together something that will help more folks smile and learn how to smile even when the shit hits the fan, by throwing together some of my programs into something I'm calling More for 2024, which will be a 30-day challenge. There will be 5-day challenge sneak peeks and then a 30-day cohort challenge. So that is something I'm announcing that is, there was a post the other day, and it's something for you all to be looking forward to. And who doesn't want more, period, especially for 2024. And we've got books coming out to give people. I'm super excited about all of that.
Good for you, Wendy. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and thanks to you, I'm writing more freely again. That's part of why I went through this 3 times, because it's not, it's really helping to open up those floodgates and ease the process and streamline it. Even the pre-writer, FAQ tips and get ready for this stuff is just so powerful in helping to kickstart the process. And of course, I'm all about practice. You practice. You don't just build your bicep and then you're done. It doesn't work like that. It's life. You keep coming at it because you're different every day, and you get better and better and better, hopefully, instead of bitter. Right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Well,
you
that's
fall
terrific.
down and you get back up. And sometimes you need a crew like this to reach their hand out and help you back up.
Mhm. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, I mean, you could fall many, many, many times, but it's that one time that you get back up and stay up that counts. So it's going to happen for people that are out there that need it. I mean, that happened to me. I fell so many times, but I'm here, I'm up, and I'm staying up.
Yep.
And then while I'm up, I'm helping other people that are in addiction, trying to give them a hand. And like Leanna or Lonnie said, that put the spotlight out and guide their way to the path that's a better path.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, you guys are all embody be the change. And that's what emanates out of you. And so you are the change that you're you just are amazing people. Every single one that come, right? Self hugs. So instead of selfie, it's self hugs now. Okay. I could do one arm.
That helps the virtual hugging feel more real.
Right.
I also wanted to mention that a shout out to the Soaring Prophets and an interview that I got to do with them to let you. I mean, some of our authors already know this, like Chef Jill. She'll tell you, you walk in this door and you're going to be on podcast. It's just going to be what happens. Your life's going to change, and you can be as out there as you want to, and that's Soaring Prophets is one of those that happen like that. And we tried to link arms and have everybody together on a show so that it's a mutual benefit of being on this movement, whatever this is, whatever this Rattled Awake movement is. It seems to be really gaining momentum and exposure for people in bigger ways. So I want to thank you all, because it wouldn't be the same without you. I mean, a single author, right? A single author only has so much reach. They have one thing, that they're focused on. But with these books, all the stories, they're articles. Okay, we'll call them articles. Okay.
The chapters.
It's a little easier to consume.
And
And
now
then-
we wouldn't have been without you, Lonnie.
oh, thank you, Leanna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
See, and it's a testament for something good coming out of something bad, right? If you hadn't fallen, if you didn't have your wrist messed up, then none of this amazing, incredible, inspiring, meaningful project would have happened. And
So
these
true.
connections that have been created with each and every volume that just keep spreading in the good kind of viral, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you creating a movement, and then the Rattled Awake Cafe, the podcast that you're
Yeah.
starting with that we did an episode for. Let's shout out for that. Hey, that's a win for the week because we did that. Was that last Saturday only?
I know, guys. So you don't know yet, you guys, but I've just launched my 10th podcast, and I'm putting shows in the can right now. So I'm racking and stacking them, and then
nice.
Yeah, and they're only 20 minutes, so you got to be succinct with your message. No pressure, but have it nailed. What'd you come to say? Who you want to say it to? Go.
Right.
You can come practice here any Friday. Any Friday, come practice at Fri-YAY.
So I'd like to just kind of touch on that as far as a message. Leanna, what message did you feel that you came to bring, and has that stayed the same?
My message. It's just that, and summing it up, when bad things happen, there's sometimes just that something in there that, for me, it was God is asking me, what can you do this? What can you do to help somebody else? It's not, oh, why did this happen to me? It's what can I do to make it better for somebody else? And you just get the opportunity to do something with that. And I did.
Wow, well
Now
said.
she's a warrior for the Rattled Awake series.
She is.
I'm roping people in like Rob.
You are. You like just like
Is that
emerged over the
Maxine?
hill and went, I got this. And you just been so amazing. You and Wendy. But Leanna, you're like the sleeper. You've come out of nowhere and just been like, yeah, this. Y'all
And
this.
I'd
Thank
like
you.
to put in another plug for myself. Brian wouldn't have done this if it wasn't for me.
Oh my gosh.
We're
I'm
all
never-
warriors.
I'm never gonna live
We're
it
all
down.
warriors.
Well,
But it's true. And God, Brian,
Yeah.
the story that you bring.
It is true. Yeah.
I'm so grateful for that. And Leanna, you're a little marketer there. She said, "Wait to hear Brian's story." She wouldn't tell me anything. I'm like, okay, I'm on the edge of my seat. I have no more seat left. I'm on the edge. By the time he gets to the workshop, I'm like, okay, what's your deal? Wow, you weren't wrong, Leanna. Same thing. She said the same thing about you, Rob. Wait do you talk to this guy? She's just been a little point dog to amazing people. It's been amazing.
that's what I'm here for.
Appreciate that. So
You're
Brian,
awesome, Leanna.
yeah, Brian, what message do you have that you've taken for others from this?
You mean about the whole writing of the book and the chapter?
Your personal message.
Well, my personal message is there's so many people that are down and they don't think they have anything. There's nothing left. They're down and out and that's it. And they don't look at what they have. They need to look at what they have, not what they don't have. And pick up, there's many things you can do. And there's a lot of people out there, they've got a lot of life left. They got a lot more things they can do. And instead of looking at creating something new, something exciting, something to make, something to get up in the morning to look forward to. And instead they look at the negative. And that's what that's my message. Trying to motivate people and look at what you have, not what you don't have.
Yeah.
And it's not always easy. I mean, let's face it. I mean, there's some things people are going through that it's tough.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and
You
then
gotta
they
try
read,
harness.
but by comparison, I mean, my father used to say, I once met a man who had no shoes, then I met a man who had no feet. And I'm like 9. He's saying this stuff to me. He's laying
Yeah.
it down thick and heavy. And I was just like, I don't understand. But poor man, I'm like 9, right? Why are you saying this to me? I don't get it. But, we can look at somebody else and go, well, at least it's not that bad. But that doesn't necessarily make us feel better about our situation. It really has to be, right? You have to want to switch that gear, to move out of maybe victim mode or a why me. I had a lot of why me, not why me, but stuff that didn't work out. It just seemed like it was a pattern. It really sucks to feel that way, but it can change. That's what you represent, Brian.
Well, yeah, I'm trying, but like I said, it's not always easy for everybody. But
Right.
No.
there's some that really don't have it. Look, they really don't have it that bad. They don't, and they don't see it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate what message you embody.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead.
what you just said, to look for the good, because those little bits of gratitude is what dispels the darkness and helps you keep going, because it's not always easy, as you've said several times, and it rarely is
Yeah.
easy, especially if you're feeling it, right? Or if you're going through so many layers.
Right?
You ought to talk, Wendy.
There's some days,
You're a blooming
we're
onion.
not, yeah.
What were you saying, Brian? I'm sorry.
No, there's just some days you can't avoid it, but you gotta try and dig deep.
Yeah, you got to dig deep sometimes, and sometimes you need a little help with that. And there's so many incredible coaches, or the writing experience, or groups like this, or connections that come out of groups like this, or panels like this,
Right?
to know that you're not alone, right?
I would
Exactly.
say that Russ Hedge was in my group. What an amazing man. He's just
Yes.
great. He's fun. I just love him. So
Shout
I
out
just
to
met
Russ
awesome
Edge.
people.
Yes.
Awesome people.
Yeah. Yeah. Game changers for sure.
Yeah.
And,
for sure.
and yeah, it's a good shout out too. He just keeps showing up and smiling anyway.
Yeah.
It's incredible, and I'm not advocating that a person should paste on a cheesy grin if you don't feel that way. That's okay. It's okay not to feel okay. But somehow Russ just always comes through with that sparkly blue eyes, and yeah, he does. Yeah. So Rob, you're really in for a ride. There's going to be a lot of cool things that are going to come out of this that you can anticipate that, and at the same time have no idea what I'm talking about, but I promise it'll be good.
I'm in good hands. That's all I could say. I know I am.
You are.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
And good company.
Yes, definitely good company.
Yeah.
I wouldn't send you anywhere I didn't recommend.
I know you wouldn't. I trust you, Leanna.
All right, that's good.
That is the biggest compliment is these referrals that have come. This has been entirely run on referrals and repeat authors. What a compliment. Over and over. I cannot say thanks enough to all of you for that and for your support. It's like, if you get it, you really get it. And it's just, like Leanna, like, let me just tuck this under my arm and run. That's what she's doing. And Brian too, with his posts. My God, he generates so much attention. You're like a sleeper over there too, Brian. Just quietly marketing the heck out of stuff. I love working with you and Wendy too. I mean, these people are, all three of you, just been amazing for marketing and promotion and cross promotion. This is the way to do it, man. I wonder how the some 10 co-authors have gone on to write their own book or want to. I wonder how that experience will be for them. I mean, we'll certainly be there to support them, but it's a very, very different experience when you try to go on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of why I'm doing this 3 times is I'm collecting. It's like the wind in my sails, right? These incredible connections and the buzz and all of the growth that's going on from all it's like the roots spreading out to create this this interconnectedness and all of us boosting one another in our individual endeavors and projects and this is just so much more than just the chapter or the story or the article that each of us put into it, because it is a collaborative endeavor. We are co-authors and we're part of a larger whole, the anthology series, right? So it's kind of a metaphor for you are not alone. We're all interconnected as bioelectric energetic beings beyond just the anthology. And we're here to share about that with our story chapter articles.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, I'm curious to see what Rob's story will be, because I see that he's in a similar industry that I've dabbled in, the CNC plasma or have you.
Well, it's not really. Yeah, we do have a CNC department, but I'm more. I've been in warehousing and logistics for 20 plus years, and I wanted to try something new. And it's been a year last November that I've been at this new job, and they do have a CNC department, but I'm more or less I'm in the assembly of the tables themselves, the electrical, the parts, just to get it up and running, so that it's available and ready to go for the customer that ordered it.
Right.
But it's still it's a very rewarding job. I love working with my hands, and I love using my mind. And 2.5 years ago, yeah, I could use my hands, but my mind was it was there, but I couldn't even solve a daily problem because I didn't want to. My brain was just all fried. But it's a good job. It's rewarding. It's something different, and I enjoy it.
Good for you.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you, Brian.
Very interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go. I have to do a couple things before we start on our workshop. So I apologize, but I do.
No, don't be. We all got.
Wrapping up.
It's so good to see all of you, and so good to see you, Leanna, and everyone.
Yes,
and I'm excited for this, and I will see some of you, if not all of you, shortly.
See you shortly. Thanks so much for joining.
Right.
Looking
Thank
forward
you.
to
Have
it.
fun.
Bye.
Nice to meet you, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
See you shortly, hon.
Rattled Awake Volume 5.
Yes, and away we go. Literally. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for
All right.
hosting this and having us, and Brian and Leanna for coming. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
thanks.
those of you that don't have the anthology series yet, you can go here. You can go to officialrattledawake.com to learn more. But you can scan this QR code just to go to buy the books. I know. And you can also, drum roll please, support this stream. Just point up, Lonnie, because that's where it's important. Yes, me. Hi. Support the stream. And be sure to come join me anytime you have wins or shout outs or announcements of any sort. Be sure to join us next week when we're doing the book release party. Fri-YAY. Same bat time, same bat channel. Fri-YAY every week.
All right.
See you soon. Oh,
Thank
Dr. New is popping on. Okay, we'll say hi to Dr. New. We were just signing off, Dr. New. Do you have something quick to say? There seems to be a delay. All right.
Hi, Dr.
Well,
New. We can see you.
I'm gonna
Wait.
bug out.
We can see you, but we've got to go. So bye, everybody. See you next
Bye.
time. Thanks for that.
Bye-bye.
Cheers,
Time.
Dr. New.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Love you. There
coming.
we go. Yay.